The power of friendship. The friends we made along the way. That moment in The Predator when Arnold and the other guy dab each other up. I don't know, I ran out of examples. The power of friendship. I love this trope so much. It's one of the best children's themes because it says that even a friendless loser like you can one day rise up and make a space for yourself. And no matter how competent you are, the popular kids will beat you up and shut you down because how dare you try to change the status quo? We have the friends and you don't. You are and forever will be a friendless loser. I just think it's important for kids to face reality. Now, I can talk all about the implications of the power of friendship, both good and especially the bad, my favorite. For example, the existence of the power of friendship means that people who lose aren't good enough friends, or worse, their friends weren't actually friends. Come on, lads! With our friendship, we could take down this fiend! Yeah, sorry, but we see you more like an acquaintance. What? Blah. But I feel like there's enough content out there that will have discussed the topic more effectively and efficiently than I ever will, and I'm not here to educate. I'm here to poison your mind with dumb ideas. So instead, I'm gonna talk about my One Piece fan theory. What is the One Piece? Minor spoilers, by the way, but to be fair, if anything I say ends up being a spoiler, you're not into One Piece enough to care. So, Oda has confirmed that the One Piece will not be the friends we made along the way, and that it will be a real thing, which I think is disappointing, but oh well. Anyway, I need a new One Piece fan theory, so time to go back to the conspiracy board. In chapter 968, after Roger departs from the final island, he hears the Sea Kings discuss the future birth of their new kings. He then says they were too early for the One Piece. From chapter 649, we establish the Sea King as Poseidon, one of the three ancient weapons, and also Mermaid Princess Shirahoshi. Putting this information together, it is safe to assume that Roger was early because Poseidon wasn't born yet, which means Poseidon is needed for the One Piece. But why stop at just Poseidon? We have three ancient weapons. Bring all of them! I believe the treasure is revealed by taking all the ancient weapons and combining them into one piece, if you will. Now, the three weapons are Poseidon, Pluto, which is the strongest ship, and Uranus, which we don't know much about besides that it's a powerful weapon. And what happens when you combine a powerful weapon, the ability to befriend sea monsters, and the strongest ship? Well, you get the power of friendship. It's a physical thing, and it's a pun. The highest form of comedy. Perfect for the punchline of a great laugh tale, right? Better Nate than Lever, am I right? My One Piece friends don't want to talk to me anymore. And I know what you're thinking. This is a stupid theory. There's no way it can happen. The odds are 1,000,000 to 1. And to that I say, I like those odds. Let's make a bet. I will bet $1. If I am wrong, I will give that dollar to be split amongst all of you. But if I am right, you all gotta make me a millionaire. And you cannot refuse by watching you confirm. What's that? You didn't shake on it? Well, let's shake on it now. And you can sign this too. Okay, now you agree. Bets on. I control this video, so I control you. Anyway, this brings me to my favorite iteration of the power of friendship, and what this video is actually about. The power of friendship. The power of friendship is when the heroes are about to lose, but then all of a sudden, a friendship comes out of nowhere and saves the day. I love this trope so much. It is a simple but effective way to add a bit more dramatic tension to the climax while also fulfilling character arcs and building character relationships. And there's boats, and I love boats. I don't know why I get seasick, so I really shouldn't like them, but I do. Anyway, there's a surprising amount of media that uses the power of friendship. I mean, it isn't used like a lot, but the fact it happened multiple times is pretty surprising. For example, in Godzilla Minus One, minor spoilers, our heroes are trying to rip Godzilla out of the water, but their ship breaks, so the plan fails. But as they begin to despair, a bunch of friend ships come out to help them save the day. It was the dumbest, most amazing thing in the entire movie. I love it. This is now my favorite Godzilla movie. It's also the only Godzilla movie I've watched, so that might be a bit unfair, but there is another movie franchise I've watched all of. I will now be ranking all the Star Wars movies by their power of friendships. Welcome to my tier list. I don't know where you thought this video was going, but I didn't think I was going here either. Anyway, episode 1. So this movie technically has a power of friendship, but like, I don't want to count it. C tier. Episode 2. George. Is this how you flirt? Like, you wrote these lines, right? Like, what were you thinking? I don't like rocks. They're too hard. But I like you, 'cause you make me hard. Let's kiss. That's basically the level of flirting in these movies. But here, okay. Honestly, I don't think we're supposed to believe that Anakin's flirting is actually good. See, here's my theory. I think it's actually showing that Padme is not well in the head. I mean, Anakin literally goes, "I killed them all, Padme, even the children." And Padme goes, "Oh, Annie, that's kind of hot. I mean, that's so sad. Come, Annie, let's make some children to replace the ones you killed." But anyway, the Jedi are trapped, but then a bunch of clones come and save them. But instead of spaceships, they come in more like space dinghies. So the power of friend boats. B tier for boats. I'm really hoping these are in the right spots. It feels like it should be. Okay, cool. Episode 3. Order 66 has the friend ships turn into enemy ships. E tier for enemies. Is it here? Yeah, there we go. Solo. The message of the movie is basically that friendships don't exist, and there's 2 instances where we see Han abandoned by his friendships. So D tier for dead to me. So this was E, so D is right above it. Rogue One. I find it fun that the side stories are the ones that have the title drop in like the movie where they go, "We are Rogue One," taking off. Anyway, Rogue One is interesting because we have 2 instances of the power of friendship. One when they're raiding the beach and some X-Wings help destroy the AT-AT walkers. And at the end where a Corvette pushes a Star Destroyer into another Star Destroyer into the planetary shield, which I like to call the Sokka maneuver. That's one powerful friendship. But more importantly, Rogue One itself actually comes out of nowhere to save the Resistance by getting the Death Star plans. So, in a way, Rogue One was a friendship all along. It's the power of friendship all the way. Unfortunately, they all do die, so they weren't that powerful. Nonetheless, A tier. So that goes right at the top. Thank God they stick. These post-its are not very good. Episode 4. This movie is textbook power of friendship. I mean, Luke is in the crosshairs of Vader. It looks like he's about to get shot, but then Han Solo comes out of nowhere and saves him, despite saying he was not going to help, concluding his arc of valuing his friends more than himself. Also, the Millennium Falcon is a giant circle, the friendliest shape. The power of friendship from the most friend-shaped ship. It's perfection. F tier for friends. Well, this is kind of hard to do. Right here. Yeah, there we go. It's got its own dedicated spot right there. Episode 5. There weren't any friendships, so C tier. E, D, C. This one's C. Aha. I am getting pretty good at this guessing thing. Episode 6. Hold on, give me a second. Let's... are you ready, kids? Sweet home Alabama, where the Skywalkers grew. Sweet home Alabama, Leia getting off to Luke. Sorry. But okay. Okay. I know Luke and Leia kissing was in episode 5, but they had the benefit of doubt because they didn't know they were siblings. But this movie, oh boy.
My sister has it. It's you, Leia.
I know. I've always known.
Are you sure, Leia? Are you sure? What do you mean by that? Excuse me.
He's my brother.
This is the look of a man who knows something's wrong. Anyway, back on topic. This movie is actually a twist on the power of friendship because the main characters are actually the ones to save their friendships. So, it's actually more like the power of friendship's friends. I don't know if it should count, but I'm gonna give it credit. B tier. I hope this is B tier. There we go. B tier. Episode 7. Episode 7 is basically episode 4 plus episode 6, but worse. We have Poe coming out of nowhere to save Finn, Han, and Chewie, and we have the power of friendship's friends, where the land squad destroys part of the doohickey so Poe and gang can blow up the whatchamacallit. So, it's good, but it doesn't have the sort of character arc fulfillment of episode 4, and it doesn't have as much impact either. Nonetheless, A tier. Why is this so hard to reach? Good enough. Episode 8. This movie is the anti-power of friendship movie. Poe acts as the power of friendship at the beginning to save the resistance, but he is chastised for it. Finn and What's-Her-Face go save the resistance as a power of friendship, but fail. The Admiral Lady sacrifices herself as a power of friendship to let them escape. It's a cool shot, but now everybody's trapped. Rey shows up as the power of friendship to save the speeders, but they still die one by one. Finn tries to be the power of friendship by destroying the laser, but he gets blocked by the power of one-sided romance. And to top it all off, they call for their friendships to save them, and literally no one responds. The only person to show up is Luke, and he couldn't even be bothered to fly there. He just makes a forced Zoom call and then dips. It's not as malicious as making friendships into enemy ships, but it's a lot of apathy, which is arguably worse, but for the sake of this rating, is better. D tier. I don't know where I am. Okay, this is E tier. There we go. Episode 9. So, Episode 9 is pretty much a very childish backlash to the apathetic Episode 8, where Episode 8 is the anti-power of friendship movie. Episode 9 is the pro-power of friendship movie. I mean, they keep going, someone will save us. We have friends, surely they'll come. And at the end, when all hope is lost, what happens? Literally every friendship comes out and saves them. Like friends you didn't even know existed.
They have no navy. It's not a navy, sir. It's just people.
They're not just people, they're friendships. But then they got shot up by lightning, so surely these friendships are not that powerful. But I'd argue the opposite. See, friends may help you solve your problems, but best friends help you overcome them. And these friendships, upon being shot by Palpatine, helped push Rey to become strong enough to overcome him. The strongest friendships are the ones that push you to reach new heights, so that one day you too can rise up and walk the skies. S tier. Here we go. There we go. This is scuffed, man. All right. Here we go. Yeah. And there you have it. Episode 9 is the best Star Wars movie, and Oh, no, 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 no. Those opinions are not valid. No, only my opinion is valid. Um, we all agree Episode 9 is the best Star Wars, and I'm sure everyone is totally okay with that, and nobody is gonna be upset and say mean things to me because we know this is I can't do this. That's it. I'm done. Bye.